Hello, I'm Krista Mehr,
Hi, I'm Lynn Brueckman.
and this is
Wine About the Market,
where we drink wine.
and talk about real estate.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. You thought we weren't going to do any more of these, but we're
back. We get busy, and then we know we want to do these more, and here we are. We're forcing ourselves, and it's early in the day, and we're drinking, but it's Friday, so
It's Friday, so we're allowed to drink before 3 p.m.
we gave ourselves permission because it's work. We're actually working.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. Okay, guys, today we're having a little Sauvignon Blanc Chateau Saint Michel, a little local.
And I'll have
drinking local.
Would
you like a little more?
Yeah, just a tiny,
just a skosh, we call it.
A skosh?
It's just a
Is it
skosh.
a skosh?
Maybe
Okay.
that's an East Coast term. I don't know.
I think it is.
It's a skosh.
I think is smidge West Coast.
I think maybe it's a term that the more advanced in age use. So maybe that's it. 'Cause I've got a big birthday tomorrow.
And
really
how old
start
are you
using
gonna be?
words like skosh.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
And
New decade for me.
rock on.
Yeah.
Hitting
So
the
cheers.
big 4-0. Good job,
Again.
man. 40 again. Woo!
40 again.
All right, so what's going
guys,
on in real estate? And
Yeah,
your
so
whole...
catch up a little bit, I guess. I've got a listing over on 31st that we just, my clients moved out, so I went ahead and restaged the whole home and talked them into painting the entire interior and new carpet. It is brand spanking new and just looks phenomenal. So
And there's kind of an interesting backstory. I don't know if you want to share it or not, but maybe now that I'm talking about it, you should share it.
what's that?
Well, just that you had a buyer.
It's a great, and you've never had this happen, which is so weird. I've had it twice in a year where we had an offer, a full price offer, and within 24 hours of making the offer came in, no contingencies, nothing, and they changed their mind and backed out.
And it cost that buyer how much?
$25K in earnest money.
Yeah. Insane.
Unbelievable.
But what was really brilliant is that you recommended, okay, the seller lost out. They really wanted to sell. They got to keep this $25K.
Right.
But the house, I went into it and I was like, well, it could use this, this, and this. And then you worked with the seller and...
Right. And once they'd moved out, you can really notice those things. You notice carpet more. You notice paint more when the house is more empty.
True.
So I talked them into, hey, it's maybe good karma. You got this money. It's a good idea to put some of it, at least...
Roll it back into
the home. Yeah. So, and I did the same thing with staging. And it feels like a brand new listing, so it's really, really pretty.
Yeah, and you did a great job.
Relaunching.
So that one is going to be open this weekend?
It is going to be open on Sunday from 1 to 4 over on 31st Lane, and right now we're priced at $39.5.
Yep, it's a bargain, and it
Yeah,
looks awesome.
great floor plan. Yep. How about you? Got a couple listings?
I have been slaving away on 2 gigantic homes. One is, I think it's 2465 Northeast Davis Loop. Gorgeous house. I'm excited to have that listing because I live right around the corner from it.
Beautiful home.
Beautiful home. Best street on Davis Loop, I think, because it gets all the direct sunlight. So your whole backyard just has loads and loads of sunlight on the backyard.
Greenbelt home.
Greenbelt home. It has a 3/4 bath on the main level with a room for guests on the main level, which people really...
Popular right now.
People love.
Yep.
And then we launched 24th Avenue.
Great listing. Those are always super, super popular, right overlooking Central Park.
Yeah, so that one is 1565 24th Avenue Northeast, and I'll be there from 5 to 7. When are you?
Yep, I'm going to be there tomorrow from 1 to 4.
Yep, so make sure to stop by that one. It is a gorgeous view home.
It is. And on a weekend like this, it's just going to show so well. So it's super bright in there and just phenomenal views.
Yeah,
so
gorgeous sunsets.
Yeah,
incredible sunsets. So I think both of those are priced really well. Lots of demand for those types of homes in the Highlands. And we've been seeing inventory finally starting to kind of contract, either sales, either cancel or they get rented,
pending,
or they go pending,
finally sold.
Yep. So
we're seeing some movement.
Yeah. So 24th Avenue was the only new listing that I saw come on for this weekend.
Yeah.
So that was awesome.
That's
no more
awesome.
Inventory. Keep
right.
That inventory
Slow it down.
Slow it down.
Fourth quarter for us is going. It's kind of booming. I mean, we're busy.
I'm slammed. I have buyers and sellers. I think I have about 3 more listings coming on before the end of the year that I know of.
Awesome.
So we're just cranking away.
Yeah, you think towards the end of I don't know, when school starts, I start just to wind down a little bit. We both are ramping up, which is great.
Exactly. Yeah.
End the year strong.
Mm-hmm. So we wanted to talk about something really interesting, close to home for Lynn and I. Sometimes it's a sensitive subject, but not all the time. So we're going to actually talk about divorce sales and getting a divorce and what it means for your asset when you split from your significant other and have to sell a home. And it's something that I've been through a couple of years ago, and Lynn
as well, a couple of years ago, and we both dealt with staying in a home and eventually selling it, and how divorce just brings up, a lot of financial questions that need to be answered, and what do you do with the real estate? Does one person stay in the home? Do you sell? And so it's sensitive, but having been through it, I've actually worked with a lot of clients who are going through it, and having gone through it, it actually helps me be able to walk in and you have to really navigate those conversations really delicately, especially if they're in the midst of.
That's right. Well, I would say from experience, I think when you're going through a divorce, everything is really, really blurry, and you lose perspective on like what's important, what to focus on. The money situation, you can get fixated on little things when you don't really need to. And what's really nice about hiring somebody who's been through a divorce is that we kind of can come in and provide that perspective for people.
And I think you and I are really good about taking those things on that people might not want to deal with.
Big time.
If they need work done on their house, the last thing, especially if you're going through something emotional with your family, you don't want to be worrying about those little things.
I know.
And we can be at your house and have the handyman stuff done while we're there, and you can take care of business at home and make sure you're, obviously you're going to be getting attorney help and all of that on that side.
Yeah.
But we can help with the real estate portion of it.
And also, like, I have 2 kind of step kids and 2 kids of my own, so 4 kids in my family. Lynn has a combined household now and 6 kids. And so, also when there's children involved, what's best for the kids? How do we navigate the sale, around the kids to make it less traumatic, more comfortable, not putting everyone kind of out, during what's already a really hard time. I think that we do that really, really well. And another thing that's really important is to get an agent who's not going to side with either one of you. You're kind of at a time in your life, where, it's very emotional, and it's nice to just have an advocate just dedicated to the asset and the asset alone.
Yes.
So when we come in, I know for me, it's not like I don't choose a side. I just say, hey, this is the task at hand. This is how we're going to sell your home.
And our goal always is to get the highest net proceeds for our clients, right? So it's the same thing. You're dealing with attorneys who are dealing with your divorce. The house sale doesn't deal with the divorce. We're just trying to get the best outcome for your family possible.
Absolutely.
Especially in regards to that situation.
Yeah, and it's all about, it's all about making the most money that you can so that when you go your separate ways, everybody has enough money, after all the dust is settled. And that's
correct.
Actually one of my favorite terms is just let all the dust settle. And so,
and I think we give good perspective having been through it, that, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and there's a whole nother world out there, and just to give both parties, the whole family, just this sense of it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
We'll take care of the home. There's lots of pieces that need to be taken care of in a divorce, but you can let us handle the home part of it.
Yeah. Also, I would say privacy is a big deal, and, not divulging information when people are going through divorce.
Yeah. I think you and I do a very good job about that across the board. I've even had people tell me that they really appreciate the fact that they can share things with me. Anything that's dealing with a home sale, you're dealing with people's finances, and it is very important to have, some high respect and confidentiality.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I know for when I went through a divorce a couple of years ago, I thought that I was going to stay in the home. Like, I was like, there's no way I'm going to stay in this house, and I'm going to pay it off, and me and the kids are going to be here. And then I found myself, after everything was said and done, I was like, oh my God, get me the hell out of here.
Yeah.
And so you kind of never know where you're going to be until everything shakes out.
And that can be true for a lot of people. If one party is able to stay in the home, that can be great for the kids, especially getting I did the same thing. I stayed for a couple of years and let the
Mhm.
dust settle
Yep.
and got my bearings, and then decided what was best for my family, and was able to do that after some time. So there's lots of scenarios,
Yep.
so
Yeah.
we can help you kind of think things through,
Yep.
and don't make a rash decision right away.
I would say my number one, if you could give advice, like number one piece of advice about doing like divorce sale and going through divorce and dealing with the asset is when you're just, don't make any rash decisions.
Yeah.
Like about, okay, you've sold. Well, wait like a year. Don't go immediately buy something like right away.
You gave me that advice actually.
Mm-hmm.
When I was going through my divorce, you just said, I just wanted to sell right away. You said, sit tight.
Yeah.
It was great advice, obviously, for timing of when I sold, but it was just good advice emotionally.
That's right.
I could catch my breath.
Yep.
I actually landed after the divorce and was thinking clearer.
Yeah. And I would say that's probably what a lot of people don't understand. Like, I've been through all sorts of crazy stuff in my life, and I would say the divorce was absolutely the hardest.
Sure, emotionally, sure.
It was the hardest thing I've ever been through. And so you're just not thinking clear. So why would you go buy another house in the middle of a divorce?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have to, just, let the dust settle before you buy another asset.
And if you have to, it can be done, and we're here to help.
Mm-hmm.
We can help you through it, and kind of we learn from experience.
Yeah. And I would say, I really enjoy working with people who are in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you and I both bring a ton of value.
Yeah.
A lot of caring, a lot of understanding, and a lot of no judgment whatsoever. I mean, it's
compassion.
Mm-hmm.
We are extremely compassionate, I think, with our clients. Even when there's not a sensitive situation going on, Krista and I really, really care about people and want the best for people. And I don't know, that's who I'd always want taking care of me.
I know.
If I'm in that situation.
Do you ever wonder what it would be like if you weren't a broker and like you just left somebody to sell your house? What the heck would that be like? Hold on, people. Hold on.
Say that again. If I was a broker?
No, if you were not a broker.
Yes.
And you had to hire a broker.
Yes.
You could never do it now, right?
I know.
Yeah.
I'd hire you.
I'd hire you.
We counsel each other. No, I love what I'm doing. I always thought I'd go into counseling. Literally, I thought that's what I wanted to be when I grew up for my adult life. And, a lot of real estate is that. We're helping people.
You wanted to be like a therapist?
I thought I wanted to go into counseling. I thought younger counseling than I thought after going through a divorce. I thought maybe I could help people. And real estate, it's like, I'm doing that every day.
Oh, yeah.
It's counseling.
Yeah, it is. I thought I was going to be president of the United States of America.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Does not shock me at all.
No. First woman president. I'm still going to go for it.
Krista has lofty goals.
I do.
Go for it.
Delusions of grandeur is actually what it is. So.
More wine about the market, and you could do it.
That's right. All right, Lynn. Q4.
Cheers. Q4. Here's to finishing out the year like major, strong.
Crazy, major, strong.
Yeah.
It's insane. We're
Killing
insanely busy.
I know. We're killing it.
I know.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in, you guys. We love talking to you.
Have a great October.
Yep. Cheers.
Bye.